I hope you have celebrated Janmasthami this year very gracefully as well as me. We have a temple here in Belfast, and there were a few competitions as well there, and there was a quiz, fancy dress, and many other ones, and I won first prize in 2 of them. So I won in a quiz. So the quiz included 30 questions, and I prepared to it by watching a set of episodes, which is a series about Krishna, and they will ask you questions about Krishna, and you have to answer them all correctly to get a prize. And I won in that, and there was a fancy dress competition as well. So you might have seen my speech. So that was my fancy dress, and I won first prize in that as well. So on Janmashtami, we went there to collect our prizes.
My name is Koushikha. You might have recognized who I'm dressed up as by looking at my costume. Any guesses? You guessed it right. Today I'm dressed up as Radha. Whenever I say Radha, you might be thinking, who is Radha? And many other questions like that. So I am here to answer all those questions one by one. So who is Radha? Radha is an ordinary village cowgirl and one of Krishna's friends. Later on, she fell in love with Krishna, and they are both known as divine lovers throughout the world. No one really knows much about Radha. Maybe it's because she wasn't mentioned in any of the sacred books. Might be. And Radha never got married to Krishna. No matter how much she loved him, she never got married to him. And she had to stay separated from him for a long time. Do you know why? I'll tell you. Sudama, Krishna's friend, came to meet Krishna. But Radha stopped him, and Sudama got very angry. So he cursed Radha that she would be forced to take birth on earth in a mortal form. And she had to stay separated from Krishna for 125 years. That is a really long time. Poor Radha. Radha loves and cares for Krishna so much. For example, once in Vrindavan, everyone was celebrating the solar eclipse. And Krishna and Krishna's wives were also there. Everyone was enjoying their time, having fun and dancing around. Krishna and Radha were face to face, but they did not speak a word. Because Radha didn't want to disturb Krishna's wives from their peace. And so she tried to hold their emotions for as long as she could. But at the end, she started to cry profusely. And by looking at her crying, Krishna felt even worse inside. So that is how much Radha loves and cares for Krishna and everyone else. But wait, at that moment, Krishna's wives got to know about Radha's love towards Krishna. So they wanted to test it out. So once Radha was going to Krishna's palace, and Krishna's wives served her the hottest food that you couldn't even touch. But Radha had always had Krishna's lotus feet in her mind, so without hesitating, she ate the hot food. And that was a really magical moment, because no one could eat the hottest food. But because Radha always had Krishna's feet in her mind, she couldn't feel anything. And by the time she finished eating, she noticed that Krishna's feet were burnt. So now you know who Radha is and how much she loves Krishna. So all together, let's say Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And in the Abhishekam, it's a process of pouring milk and water and other materials on Lord Krishna. So that is the process of the Abhishekam.
And let me show you the bhajan because it's a bit noisy. Because it's very crowded, because Janmashtami is a very important occasion. So everyone is here bhajan and everything, we're going to move to the stalls because they have a lot of stalls here and they're selling some Krishna related items for Janmashtami.
Also stalls which included lots of Krishna related things which were at affordable price under 5 or 10 pounds, and there are very useful things as well like nameplates, pouches, necklaces and other things which you may like. Do you remember the dahi or the makhan where there is a pot and you have to break it with a stick? Well, we also had that, and the pot was filled with delicious chocolates, and every child who tried to break it got one chocolate each. And you can also share it with your friends.
This is called the DayAtIskon and it's the main activity that you do in Janmashtami. So you have to like break the pot and chocolates are going to fall out of it because you can kind of see chocolates on the top. So we are going to do that and this is the most important part.
So in the dahi I tried to break the pot, but instead of breaking the pot, I broke the stick because it was too weak. So after all that, at the end we had a huge dinner feast and it was very delicious. And if you ever have time, you can also come to ISKON temple in any Sundays to just have some time praying. And in ISKON temple they are also going to start a Sunday school every Sunday. It's for children and adults and there are different timings, and for children you get to have fun singing slokas, stories and arts and crafts and many other creative activities. And for grown-ups you can learn the Bhagavad Gita and other sacred books as well.
So they're also starting a Sunday school in ISKON temple. You can learn things. So this is for children for ages 7 to 11. And you can do a lot of things here. There's slokas, songs, stories, and arts and crafts games and
Video, please do like and subscribe and share it with your friends and click on the bell to get notifications of my other videos that are coming up. Bye!